immediately this screams to me, I don't understand how Braids of Fire actually works, and I think I can use it in main phase. That's what I'm gonna say. That's what I'm gonna say right off the bat, is if you're like, wow, mono red, really good at cheating on their taxes, I assume you don't know how Braids of Fire works. So Levon, Cultist of Tiamat, when you cast a non-creature spell, target creature, fire breathing, where you breathe as much fire as the thing cost, and then casting from exile deals more damage. I love Flaming Tyrannosaurus. I have recommended this to many decks. I'm gonna put it in my Prosper deck. This is just a big silly guy, and if you have any problems with him, f you. Exile without paying its mana cost. Copy. All right, okay. You're living up to the tax evasion allegations a little bit. You look like you have a backup Voltron strategy, so I would instantly cut, flick a coin, and put in Runechanter's Pike. Like, we can be a little silly, we cannot be this fucking silly. Literally everything you want to do right here. You make treasures, you exile stuff. You should just look through a fucking Prosper deck and control C, control V, half of the list. Like goddamn Commander's Plate. You had a Commander's Plate and a Goldspan Dragon, and you were like, how do I pull that shit together? I think your grubby little Commander player hands could not resist spending $20 on Shamil. I think maybe you pulled that, and then everything else you put into Scryfall and bought. You do absolutely want Shatter Skull, and then Valakut Awakening. Castle Embereth is like, fine, you're not going wide. What the f is Mountain number 8? Apex of Power is 100% another win the game spell that is funny, and is another they let me count to 10 die. My Soldier's Rage, $800, solid 8. I was gonna say, like, why isn't Welcoming Vampire in here, but it's because once you start swinging with Myral, you are just holding up mana to draw way more cards than white deserves to. Wait, 17 protection spells? Who hurt you? Specifically, who hurt you 17 times? I don't think this is a deck, Wes. I think what you have here is a living catalog of you being bullied while you try to play army men with your 3 closest friends. 6 mana, Vigilance, farts out 3. I refuse to believe that in a deck with this much protection and interaction, that your table is moving quickly enough that you want Resolute Reinforcements more than you want Captain of the Watch. This guy's your new best friend forever. New best friend forever and ever. 2 mana, your creature tokens enter with +1/+1, and you can squat it. So no matter how late in the game you draw it, you can make more, and then all your creature tokens enter with more and more and more 1/1 counters. But this is really someone that has been hurt just so bad. And I understand that you are trying to stay in Soldiers. I'm not sure if we can stay in Soldiers at the cost of just playing really bad cards. Like, none of the cards individually are that bad. It's just you're running so many in a deck that you probably want to draw more cards to replace these, or you want to just have a more aggressive strategy. Okay, so cheating with math, Nethroi. I am going to hold myself back from kissing you on the mouth because that would be very inappropriate. But I will love you forever if you have made modular Nethroi actually function. So everything here is going to be 1/1 counter synergies, which I respect someone who commits to a bit even at the cost of having any good cards in the deck, because you've got probably 5 good creatures in this list of 44. What I see here is a person that committed to the meme, got to the end of the meme, and then turned their brain off, said, no need, make meme good, run the deck. Except it lives and dies on this man being in your graveyard. And I see exactly 1 tutor and 1 dredge card and 1 self-mill card. In Abzan, you're telling me we don't have a way to mill ourselves. So let's talk about the things you need, and let's talk about you pondering your orbs. Because we need that whole deck to just get pushed into the fucking graveyard. Old Stick Fingers. Old Stick Fingers, dog. Free real estate. He's going to grow as a single power threat even before Nethroi is out, because he just cares about how many cards are in there and he doesn't care how good they are. I drink your milkshake. and I already see Agent of Treachery, which is lovely. No need to rely on the commander to get us where we want to go, which is inside somebody else's home, drinking their smoothies. Me when a mono blue deck actually manages to ramp. This is horrifying. Aether Spouts, really funny. I've been aetherized before, and this is so much more devastating than Aether Spouts. This list feels to me like a blue player that hasn't had enough bad things happen to them yet, or is playing against people that refuse to improvise, adapt, and run meaningful interaction. You gotta draw some goddamn cards, and I don't care how we get there, but you want to show me a mono blue deck. You're drawing some, you are coming out of this roast touching some cardboard. This is, you're not making a lot of artifact tokens, so it's not actually the craziest thing in the world, but it is at least repeatable card draw. Sack 2 artifacts, honestly, well, the tokens actually make this work. I would put Psy Masterthopterus in as another one of your low to the ground cards. Please God, put some type of card draw engine in, because you are on track to draw cards on curve, and you will be brought up in a military court and be dishonorably discharged from your games. So Voral, let's see. I will always respect dumping a powerful card over theme. It's mostly like, don't say you're going for theme and then disregard your theme later for a really good card. Is the theme me when currency exists? Because I'm down with that theme, but I see one Vorinclex in here that doesn't touch counters, and I don't see the Vorinclex in here that touches counters. Oh, he's the Grand Evolution. That is heard, felt, seen, adopted. God, I love looking through the deck list of someone who has never played against his stacks. Never known the pain of a Solemnity. Oh, you sweet summer child with a Lifecrafter's Bestiary. I also feel like you should put Goose Mother in. Like, this is a weird little guy. This deck has never had to face the fury of male pregnancy. And we need decks like that. Oh, 13th Doctor. We are just casting a lot of spells for less than we should be casting them for. Ansrag, f*** you. This is the most, by the way, f*** you card I have ever seen, which, okay, $100, you deserve one of those, but this is the only one you get. You let the MTG Arena Brawl players into your f***ing brain when you put this card in the deck. You want to be casting from exile? Put the goddamn artifact in. Put this thing in. And yes, this is a trauma response. Yes, I hate Emoti. Yes, I keep losing to it. You want to be funny? Share the spoils. You want to get your artifact synergies? Share the spoils. And you will cast a million things from exile, and you will steal, and you will take things. I don't know if you get a mommy pass for this one. I don't know. And it's not good. This is definitely a jokester card. And I'm not sure if we can give it the mommy pass. 15% of the deck's budget in just in growth spiral on a body. If you want to be funnier, you do Stolen Strategy, because then you get 3 exiled cards. I love stealing. I love taking things. I love having my mana fixed. You know, you got a little bit sleepy. You were like, f*** it, it's Cascade. You're just an eepy little person, and you're like, f*** it, Eric's Methies is funny.